really using great influencer content to drive down funnel results, including bringing influencer content into paid advertising. By strategically deploying a mix of influencers with engaged audiences who are known for their personalities and creators who are crafting trend-worthy content that stands out in feed, brands can achieve all of their marketing goals.
We have access to more than ever before, but actually data literacy is at an all-time low. And we see this in a lot of research studies that have been out there that I don't think we'll be able to move forward as an industry until we help make sure everyone understands. So education and enablement, I think, are going to be really key to make sure we're bringing this to the next space. We have to look at how are we collecting data in a safe way that we can still get all the insights we want, but kind of keeping an eye on the future horizon of where we're seeing things go with privacy and how that's going to impact what we do. I think AI is also going to be there. I think it's more of an efficiency moment for us right now. So how can it make us smarter? How can it help us work faster so that we can put the human element on top of that? But it's going to be something we keep an eye on about how it impacts technology, how it impacts some of our work progress and what we see moving forward.
Right, images, right, image files, imagery, right, voice to text, sound, right, as a voice format, radio, right. So there's a lot of different things I think that fold into social today, right, whether it's trending audio, right, or an augmented reality filter. There's a lot of digital touch points that aren't accessible and we aren't actively tracking, but it represents the kind of next revolution of what social listening is and where consumers' minds are, how they interact, who they interact with, where they interact, new age of social media, right, how you define social media, everything from one of the examples we use today is Roblox and Decentraland, right, and Fortnite. A lot of when people interact with each other, they're doing it through gaming, right, open world environments. How do we categorize that as social media? Absolutely. Right, is that subjective? Yes. But at the same time, we know that's where consumers are and that's where we want to be. The fundamentals don't change. Just the breadth and the width and the depth of what you need to know and access increases. But other than that, the driving factors for success will rely heavily on attention to detail and a lot of the things that a lot of brands are already doing really well today.
The focus has been on logo recognition, but I think it also needs to be product recognition and product recognition at different angles so we can see the actual context in which people are using our brand. The other is audio, with the rising popularity of podcasts and the capability of a lot of social listening software. For example, on TikTok, it can only look at hashtags. We need to hear what people are actually saying about us. The third is AI and the development of AI images and AI language. I work for the federal government, and so there's the issue of misinformation, intentional or unintentional. So how are we as an industry going to represent and listen for AI images, for example? Is there going to be a watermark on that image to show that this has been generated or not? And are we going to be able to tell the difference? What about information? If we're seeing the same comments over and over again, is this because people are using the same software or because there's a chat bot who's getting involved in the conversation? Again, as I mentioned, I'm in the federal government, and so misinformation and where it's coming from and how prevalent it is forefront in our concerns when it comes to managing a crisis.